Hey everyone, it's Steve once again, and we're here to talk about the guitar and the kind of work that we're doing with our band and how we're surviving our self-quarantine. Yesterday I did my first video actually, and I was talking about doing the blues, and then I got a comment saying, why don't I slow things down a little bit? Why don't I show exactly what I'm doing and what the breakdown is. People may find that interesting, especially if you're not a guitar player. You wonder how the sausage is made. What are these chords that they're playing? One of the most popular formats for music in this country is the blues. And I think we've all know the blues when we hear it, but for those of you that aren't really musically trained, you may not know how the chords are structured and how they sound and what the chord names are. It's really could be quite a mystery to a lot of people. So I'm going to show you a little bit about that. So yesterday I was talking about the blues, and I was doing something like this. I'm sure you've all heard that. It's kind of like a Johnny B. Good thing, right? So you can see there's really only 3 chords. And Chuck Berry was the master of those 3 chords. I think the genius about Chuck Berry was that he took the same 3 chords that we're all using and everybody's been using forever, but he created great melodies and great lyrics. He told great stories, and all on 3 chords. Someone once asked him, Mr. Berry, you only play 3 chords. I mean, it's I guess not. We don't understand, how you could be so popular. And he just said to them, and he looked at them and said, you know what? 3 great chords, 12 great albums. So he knew what he was doing, and he was one of the few people that actually could do it so well. All right, so let's talk about the blues. The first chord of the blues progression is you pick a key, and if we're in the key of G, let's say it's a G chord. So here's a way of playing a G chord. And if you look a little bit closer, you'll see how I'm playing it. So I'm putting my 3rd finger on the 6th string, 3rd fret, 2nd finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and then all the rest of the notes are just the open strings until I get to the 1st string, 3rd fret, and I put my pinky. And here's that sound. Most first-time guitar players know this chord. And they also know this chord too, which is a C. And they also may know the D chord too. Those are the 3 chords: G, C, D. Now if you do a G scale, which is that do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. You'll notice that the G is the 1st note of the scale, and the C is the 4th note of the scale, and the D is the 5th note of the scale. So it's the 1st chord of the scale, the 4th chord of the scale, and the 5th chord of the scale. And you can, once you know the numbers, you can do that in any key. If it's F, the 4 chord is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be an F. And then the 5 chord is going to be a G. Back to the 1 chord or a C. 1, 4, 5 is how people say it. Actually, musicians will say it when they're playing. Instead of saying the key, the chord that's in that key, they'll say, hey, this is 1, 4, 5 in the key of F. And then the musician knows, well, if I go to 1, so let's hear that again. That's the 1 chord. That's the G. Now we're going to go up to the 4 and listen. That's the 4 chord, the C. Back to the 1 chord. Now to the 5 chord. Let's play it here. 4 chord. 5 chord. 1 chord. Now 5 chord. Do you hear that sound? 1 chord. Now to the 4 chord. Did you hear that change? I'm going back to the 1 chord. Now I'm going to want to go to the 5 chord. Back to the 4 chord. Now back to the 5 chord. Yeah, so that's the blues. Pretty cool, right? It's not that hard. And it's a basic sound, really, almost the foundation of all rock music. And it's amazing. Actually, there's I don't know, countless songs that have been written, all with different melodies, all with different lyrics, all individually, all sounding different and creative, only with those 3 chords. And actually, most popular music is with 4 chords. There's another chord that's added, and I think what I'll do is I'll make that another session with you all. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this, and you'll stick around and come back to our site and listen to more of these little tutorials. Thank you so much.